Top 10 things you didn't know about Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck history. JLo and Ben have the dreamy love story that we all want, and their reunion has proved to be a cherry on top of their fairy tale love story. Their relationship back in 2004 was just as perfect as this new one. Well, the fans would do anything to know every single detail about Bennifer, but there are a few things about this power couple that you still don't know and that are super interesting. But before we get into the good stuff, make sure to like this video because it's going to be worth it. Also, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss the newest celebrity gossip. Fasten your seatbelts already, please. Number 1. The diamond bracelet. Do you know that Ben gifted a heavily studded diamond bracelet to JLo when they were shooting for Geely? They kept it a secret because it was during the time when JLo was still married to her second husband, but things were not really great between the two. This bracelet incident is not really out there because JLo legally was another person's wife back then. JLo realized that Ben was really into her and she already was very fed up with her second husband, so immediately she filed for divorce after accepting the bracelet. What a magical start to a never-ending love story. JLo is spotted wearing the bracelet on multiple occasions, even after breaking up with Ben, so it seems like JLo was also not over Ben. Number 2. They got engaged. You might be drooling over the Bennifer 2.0, but do you know that the couple even got engaged back in the 2000s? Yes, things were this serious. Ben even proposed to Jennifer in the dreamiest way possible. They went on a vacation to Boston together, and Ben planned a perfect proposal for JLo with his mother. The cherry on top was that JLo was clueless about all this. Ben decorated the whole house with roses, and when JLo entered, she got tears in her eyes, and she got overwhelmed that she almost forgot to say I do. The proposal was followed by a diamond ring worth $1.2 million with a 6-carat diamond, though their engagement did not last long, but it was the best proposal. Number 3. They postponed the wedding. Gen Z might not know about it, but when Bennifer postponed their wedding, it was a real deal breaker for all the fans. The wedding was postponed just a day before it was supposed to happen, and the fans did not take it well. Many fans were heartbroken and wanted Bennifer to be the end game. It was really sad not to see JLo walking down the aisle wearing the most fairy tale-like gown ever. The biggest reason behind their split and failed engagement is the paparazzi, because the couple was not into too much media attention and they literally were getting all of it. They even had to place more than 5 fake brides at multiple locations just so they could trick the paparazzi and get a wedding they wanted. The couple did not want their wedding to be covered by the media because they thought it was sacred and intimate. So it had to be private, but when they had no other choice, Bennifer postponed their wedding just one day before the wedding date. Number 4. They were faced with media pressure. If you are assuming that JLo and Ben parted ways because of cheating or a big fight, then you are mistaken, because the main reason for their split was media pressure. When the couple started dating, it became the biggest news of the year because of Ben's popularity. The media was not sparing JLo, and pretty harsh comments were passed on regarding her race, which made things worse. Each and every moment of their relationship was being recorded, and they were being followed no matter what they did. It was getting harder for JLo to stay in a relationship where she could not get a moment of silent walk or long drive because there were paparazzi literally everywhere. This media pressure was a lot to handle for both of them, and they finally decided to split up, but it was mutual and they stayed in touch after the breakup. Number 5. They were both married. When the couple was working together as co-stars, they were both married. After staying friends for a while, Ben started developing feelings for JLo, and he soon got divorced from his own wife. He gave a lot of hints to JLo to show that he is interested, and JLo finally got it. JLo also got a divorce, and the couple got together soon. They made their public appearance and announced their relationship proudly, and got engaged shortly. What a hell of a love story it is. Number 6. They remained good friends. As you know that their engagement ended on good terms, and there were no ugly fights or scandals that could make things worse. That is why Bennifer stayed friends even after parting ways. They often spoke in each other's favor, and Ben even said that JLo should have been nominated for Oscars for her movie Hustlers. Jennifer was also there for Ben whenever he needed her, and she remained a good and supportive friend always. Also, the couple stayed on good terms for more than a decade, and even earlier this year, Ben raised voice for JLo and criticized the media, saying that the tabloids said so many mean and vicious things about JLo that if someone says those nowadays, he would be getting quite a big punishment. He also added that the racist and sexist headlines regarding JLo were a daily routine, and he could not just handle it anymore because he knew that she does not deserve this disrespect. The couple got together soon after the interview because why not? Number 7. They have similar background. Even though people assume that JLo and Ben are two opposite poles and there is nothing common between them, that is why their relationship did not work out. But that is not the case. Their background is quite similar and the environment in which both of them were brought up is also alike, which makes them relate to each other and understand things without having to say them. The couple just gets each other and they were meant to be together, not just because of their similar background, but because of their boundless feelings for each other. These feelings started the moment they bonded over different things. Their likes, lifestyle, and love of their family were a few things that just clicked. And just after a few months, they were planning a wedding. Number 8, the strip club scandal. Always being in the spotlight means you cannot get off with any mistake. And Ben did a pretty serious mistake during his relationship, which gave the tabloids a lot to talk about. And the headlines were only talking about the strip club incident for months. The thing was, Ben was spotted in the strip club during the shoot of his movie. The news spread like fire, and the media was all over it. It was particularly disturbing for JLo because the media was cruelly dissecting their relationship, and no one would want that to happen to their relationship. It was soon speculated that JLo already knew that Ben was in a strip club, and she had no problem with it because Ben is free to do whatever he wants, as long as he stays loyal to JLo. Well, going to a strip club is far, far away from being loyal, but who are we to say, right? Number 9, Bennifer 2.0. Being the biggest celebrity couple comes with its own perks, and sometimes no matter how much you hate the perks, you have to make your peace with them. The same happened with Ben and JLo when they got a nickname. They were the biggest celebrity couple back then, and the media was doing their best to poke their nose in every aspect of their relationship. So they went on and gave a nickname to the couple. Yes, you guessed it right, it was Bennifer. The couple was not really fond of this nickname. In fact, they hated it. Before they even realized it, everyone was calling them Bennifer. The funny part is that the name of Ben's ex was also Jennifer. Irony. And that is why they had to update the nickname to Bennifer 2.0. Number 10, Jenny from the Block. Jenny from the Block is a song sung by Jennifer back in 2002. The song features JLo and Ben, and it pretty much sums up the story of their relationship. JLo based this song on the reality that how a famous girl just wants to live a normal life. In several instances in the song, the couple is being intimate and getting captured in the cameras of the paparazzi, which depicts how they are not even able to love each other without being afraid of the media. This was all about today's video, guys. Tell us in the comments section that did you ship Bennifer in 2002, or are you shipping them now? Also, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We will see you in the next video. Till then, hasta la vista.